My hair is a mess, so random. But since when my hair is neat? The day I made this video is 3 December. This shall go publish on 4 December. This is supposed to be the ultimate Jin's birthday reading. This is the last video of Jincember. I see actually there's still a lot of questions that I haven't done. Yeah, and I'm sorry I cannot take every questions. Yeah. I'm gonna try to gather as much as question as I can. We gotta start by this Sigmate. I figured that maybe you have to read your nick is Sigmate. You bombard me with questions, so I'm gonna choose one that I like the most, which is number 5. Will anything good happen to Jin before the end of the year? Some people wonder what is 3 and 5D. You can check my Patreon page. I will write article about what is 3D and what is 5D. I'm gonna write it down because I feel like I'm better at writing things down than talk about it. It's more or less energy consuming to write it down. Yeah. Because if I make video about it, I need to edit and upload. I don't have time for that. Please do check my Patreon page. Don't worry about having to pay me to read that article about 3D and 5D. There's a free plan membership, and also I'm gonna set free to read by everyone. I plan to do some spiritual teaching there, but I don't feel confident yet. Yeah, because I feel like I still need a lot to learn, and the more I dig into it, the more I know that I don't know anything, and so that's why I don't start the spiritual teaching something how to read tarot, how to do pendulum. Yeah, no, not yet. And also, most of my viewers are, you know, teenagers. Yeah, they are very prone to, because they have a lack experience. You know, kids, listen. Yeah, you have lack experience. Yeah, I know. You might feel that you have lived for 1,000 years, but no, you don't. Well, your parents or people that twice your age know nothing, don't know better than you, but really I'm telling you, you know nothing. That's why you feel like you know everything. Yeah? And I'm telling you, as someone has been through what you've been through, okay? And I'm talking to teenagers, okay? One day you're gonna know why I'm saying this. I just want you to be safe. I know you can get this information elsewhere outside of me, yeah. It doesn't have to be me who's gonna teach you how to use pendulum, how to connect to spirit guide. I don't want to be the reason why you are connected to dangerous thing that can endanger your life. But I want to thank you so much to those who's in my Patreon. Alright, let's just start with the reading, yeah. Jincember final reading. Yeah, happy birthday Jin, happy birthday. Will anything good happen to Jin before the end of the year 2024? Yeah, good happen to Jin before the end of the year. Ace of Pentacles, opportunity. And then King of Wands. And then 5 of Wands. There will be conflict, but he is gonna rise above the conflict. Something that is controversial, something that is like a King of Wands is someone who's like a pioneer, right? This is. Let's move here. Let's move there. I don't want you to see my thigh. I don't have long pants. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands, followed by 5 of Wands. We asked for something good, but Spirit give us something like conflict, fighting. What is this? I think it's here. Yeah, I think it's here. I think there will be opportunity coming. I think, yeah, coming opportunity, and it's King of Wands is someone who's visionary, someone who's looking forward to build their own dreams and turn it into reality. So it's about like a solo mission for him this year, the end of the year. Yeah, it's like a solo mission. It's like me. Yeah, I am the number one. I am the main character of the show. Yeah, it's like that. Of course, what I get is that this decision, yeah, his decision, there's some of his decision will make people like disagree, yeah, or will make people like conflicting. Why is this a good thing? Why is this a good thing, Page of Wands? It's a sign that he already, like, I don't care what people think, yeah, I'm gonna dance with life. Dance with life, yeah. It's like setting his heart free, yeah. That's what I get from here. Yeah, that's the good thing that will happen to Jin before the end of the year. Thank you so much, Sigmate. Mont Crumo 4989. Hello, I hope you're well. I'm well, thank you so much. I hope you're well too. I want to ask you about the soul level between Jin and his future girlfriend. Do they know in the third dimension that they know each other? Or through the soul level? Maybe they already communicate through it, or is it just subconscious? And if they do know, are they waiting for each other? In case you saw my last comment and are wondering why it's back, I'm just going to say indecision. I know that feeling. Because these questions are very private, maybe universe doesn't want to talk about it, I'm not sure. So basically, Modchromo 4989, you want to know if Jin and his future spouse know that they are connected through soul level, right? Did you know that he and his wife are connected through soul level? This is Jin's card. This is his future spouse card. Okay. Did Jin know? Four of Swords. This is card of meditating, secret, healing. Yeah. And his future spouse is Two of Swords. This is card about indecision and about not seeing something in front of you. Yeah. So this is very obvious that she don't know. Yeah. She has no idea about the soul contract. She don't know about spirituality, yeah. She has no idea, yeah. Jin is, I'd say that Jin is probably more spiritual than his wife. But this is not to say that Jin is a spiritual person, yeah. So this is just, I think spirits just want to explain to us that his wife is not a spiritual person at all, yeah. If we consider Jin as not a spiritual person, his wife is even more unspiritual person. Yeah? Okay, so now we're gonna see, is Jin a spiritual person or not? I mean, spiritual person is like person who's focused on their spiritual well-being, right? Yeah, that's how I define a spiritual person, right? Person who's familiar with spirituality, spiritual terms, and practicing some energy healing, something like that, right? Okay, is Jin a spiritual person? We got 4 cards here to answer. Yeah. Okay, let's say, is Jin a spiritual person? Is Jin a spiritual person? King of Swords? No. No. Yeah. If this is Queen of Cups, obviously. But Sword is like everything has to be logical. Yeah. This among the suits, the royal suits, King, Queen, Sword, Pentacle, Ace, Wands. This is the most unspiritual element. sword because it's logic. Yeah, it's rational. Yeah, everything has to make sense. If I cannot see it, it doesn't exist. Something like that. So fart doesn't exist? Yes, it doesn't exist, but it has a particle that I can smell, so it still exists. Yeah, but God, I don't see God, so it doesn't exist. Yeah, that kind of person. Yeah, so Jin is not a spiritual person, and even that, his wife is even more not spiritual than him. Yeah, so to answer your question, uh, she did not know. She has no idea at all about the spirituality, about the soul contract, about the soul connection. Maybe she even laughed at the idea of soulmate or twin flame, yeah, and thinking that it's just like a business. And with the Two of Swords here, are they waiting for each other? I think they just this is type of people who just focusing on themselves and what's in front of them. Yeah. So they just wake up, they brew coffee, they do some yoga, and then they start their activities, and then they go home, and then they lunch, and then they work, and then they go home, and then they have fun watching movie or do something that is routine. Yeah, this is the kind of people. Yeah, these people. Look, everything is work. Yeah, it's about your mind, mental. Yeah. Yeah, Ace of Sword can signify communication on 5 level sometimes, but King of Sword is not. Yeah, King of Sword is very logical, and Two of Sword is someone who just what's in front of me. That is the most important thing. Yeah, so it's about spirituality. This is. I'm not gonna say that this is a spiritual person. Thank you so much for the question, Mon Kumo. I hope that explained, and I hope you're satisfied with the answer. If you're not satisfied with my answer, just do you. You're already good as who you are. Yeah. I'm just reading the cards. Yeah. If the cards show what, I'm gonna read that like that. Have a nice day also. Alright, Ian OT7. Hey Bing, how are you? It's been a long time. He. Hey. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. We've not talked for 24 hours. So long. Yeah. So you bombard me with questions. I'm just gonna pick one. How's Jin career going solo? I'm just gonna read this. Yeah. Yeah, how's Jin's career going solo? First we got Judgment, and then we got Knight of Cups, and then we got Knight of Cups. Go pretty well, okay? Alright, so Judgment, he's doing what he wanna do. Again, I'm saying that. Yeah, so he just dances with his soul, his spirit, and like not even a care about what other people think. And I think it's going to get worse as he goes on. I mean, it's just the beginning. Yeah. Okay. Judgment, and then Knight of Cups, and because of he's doing what he want to do, he is receiving love. Yeah. He's being loved by that, and that is very beautiful. Yeah. And that's why he feel a lot of fulfillment, yeah? Feel like accomplished. Look at this, all these cups, yeah? This man is not after money. Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next question. Thank you so much, Ian. Okay, Queen of Wands 939. What journey is Jin at? A soul journey or a flying journey? I know you already did a reading if BTS are twin flames, but Jin's energy is weird. Maybe it's because of shadow work you need to do. What do you think? Okay. Explain weird, I asked, and then she said, whenever I'm channeling him, I get the feeling like he's triggered by people very easily, like a flame. It's just my opinion, okay? I think twin flame is not that special, so only them experiencing such things. I think whatever twin flame can experience, normal people can experience too. That's why people are believing it until they got sick of it, and so they call it bullshit. get triggered by people very easily. It's also happening to people who like get a lot of like trauma, yeah. In example, traumatic childhood, uh, or experience of abuse, yeah, something like that. It also makes people get triggered very easily. Just because you get triggered easily by other people doesn't mean that you are a twin flame. But that is just my conclusion based on my experience. Yeah, I'm dealing with people who claim that they are twin flames, and I've been in the journey myself. We see earlier that in the earlier reading, the question before, there's a judgment card show up, right? It's like a wake-up call, right? He's on soul mission, right? Sometimes a soul needs to get wounded and then heal, so they can accomplish their life mission. Yeah, and this is not always have anything to do with being a twin flame. That's what I thought. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's see. Ace of Swords, Three of Cups, Eight of Swords. I'm the one you love in this world. This seems like a solo journey to me, to be honest. Ace of Swords, Three of Cups, Eight of Swords. This seems to me like a solo journey. Yeah. It's a solo journey to get out of this thing. Yeah, it's like this makes me remember of the video clips where he look at himself in the mirror. Maybe it's related to his past life karma. Yeah, but in this life, yeah, look, epiphany. Yeah, that's why I'm singing that song earlier. In this lifetime, he is meant to learn about loving himself. Yeah, basically similar with Jimin. I wonder why nobody suspected they are twin flame. I'm not saying that Jin and Jimin are twin flame, but they are very similar. Have a very similar journey between Jin and Jimin. Yeah, but nobody says it's a twin. Are they twin flame? Nobody questioned that. Yeah. It's to me that's because Jimin is look more delicate physically with Jungkook than Jin. That's why people don't think they're twin flame. Yeah, so those shippers, their opinion about twin flame are very physical. Yeah, while twin flame is very soul. Yeah, soul. But even though it's similar with Jimin, but I don't think they are twin flame because they already met, right? While the energy is still messed up like this, they already met. So it's already a sign that they are not twin flame. I think the trigger that you feel, it's like he get triggered by people very easily. I think it's because that is his soul contract with the people that triggered him. I don't know about your wisdom, but in my experience, dealing with people, hearing people's story, and my own journey also. Yeah. Apparently, we don't need to be twin flame to get triggered, but here and there by people. Yeah. Just people who, in a solo journey, also experiencing the same with twin flame. Yeah. So twin flame is actually not that special. It's just other people experiencing it alone, and twin flame experiencing it together. Whatever happened here, it's also happening there. Yeah, that's why it's twin. If it's pop 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 pop, this is also pop 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 pop. Yeah, when this is changed, this pop 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 into badum badum. This one is also badum 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 badum. But it's not the way that I follow you. Yeah, I'm copying you. Yeah, I always do what you do. Yeah, I'm copying you. Yeah, because I don't know why people think it's romantic. They're just naturally same. Yes, It's just like one soul, but experiencing the exact same thing, even though they're separate very far. Non-twin flame beings also experiencing exactly the same amount of triggers, yeah, and any other thing, but they experiencing it alone. But twin flame, they're experiencing it with another in another place, yeah. And it is not that, yeah, it's not about I follow you, I copy you, yeah. I born in Busan, you copy that also. It's not about that, yeah. It's about yeah, just two human beings who separate very far and probably not aware of each other's existence, but they are doing the same thing, operating in the same waveform. Yeah, so if maybe one is rich and one is poor, but when one is triggered, the other one is also triggered, and when one is making change, the other one is also making change. Not because their energy following the other, but because they consciously doing that. Yeah, that's why it's called twin soul. Without they try to follow the other, they're just doing that. Yeah, they're just doing that. It's just naturally twin. Yeah, identical, naturally identical bits. Yeah. Why am I doing this? Yeah, frequency. Yeah, frequency. Yeah, just like a visualizer in the music. Yeah, that is about twin flame. But Jin, I think it's a solo journey. Yeah, yeah, that's what I know. Yeah, that's my knowledge, Queen of Wands. If you have another idea, feel free to share in the comment section if you want to disagree with me, and maybe share your opinion more about this. You're welcome. I would be very happy to hear about it. Yeah. But if you ask me, I'm gonna say that no, he's not a twin flame. This is a solo journey. Look, solo. Yeah. The trigger that you feel is, yeah, because of soul contract. Yeah. He signed a contract with another soul. Yeah. Hey, on this date, on this place, yeah, you gotta trigger me. So it helps it helped me to rise my vibration. Yeah, help me to ponder. Yeah, help me to think things through, figure out my issues, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, again, trigger is not necessarily about twin flame. Not only twin flame experiencing that, but everybody experiencing that. Yeah, it's just some people experiencing it alone, some people experiencing it in identical way. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Queen of Wands. I'll see you again later. WayHK3120. Hey, Bing, my question are, what does Jin need to embrace and let go of to reach his full potential and personally and career-wise? What type of career does Jin need? Not want to give him the most need that he needs, but not necessarily what you want, to give him the most happiness and sense of accomplishment. Okay. What does Jin need to embrace and let go to reach his full potential? Okay, what to embrace? 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the Justice. He needs to accept that he was hurt. It's like a, yeah, you know, some people, especially men, yeah, they tend to deny. Yeah, no, it's not hurt. Yeah, no, I don't feel hurt by that. Oh, it's just a small thing. No, it doesn't. It's not significant. Yeah, but actually deep down they hurt. Yeah, so he needs to embrace his pain, his emotional trauma. Yeah, his pain and his wounds and his things that makes things that aching. There's some pain here that you need to embrace. Yeah. No longer running away. No longer acting like you're tough. Yeah. You need to embrace this pain. Yeah. And yeah, you need to embrace it. Like you know that wounded inner child. Yeah. How to heal that is by embrace that inner child and telling that inner child, it's okay. It's okay, I'm proud of you. It's okay to make mistake. I'm proud of you. Something like that. Heal it, and then that's how he brings justice to this past situation that he hurting him. Yeah. I don't know what is this. I don't know what is this. Okay. So what do he need to let go? What you need to let go? Seven of Wands. See, defensive. Seven of Swords. Self-sabotaging. The Sun. Yeah, please. It's the Sun here is more like yeah, acting as if nothing happened. Yeah. Sometimes he's just being defensive. Denial, defensive. Yeah, it's like but. When he feels hurt, yeah, when this man feeling hurt, he's gonna deny it. I don't know, I'm not hurt. It's only that. Yeah, it's not important. It's not even itch. Yeah. But actually deep inside he's self-sabotaging. It's like, why me? I don't deserve this. I'm just a little warm. Yeah. But he covered that with a bright personality that he showed to the world. Yeah. So it's like a typical man thing, yeah, typical man thing, being denial and acting as if nothing happened, acting also tough, but actually deep down you hurt, yeah. You gotta stop doing that, yeah. You gotta stop being so defensive and admit that he is hurting, admit that he's not okay. He needs to listen to himself, his feelings, and embrace his emotion. Yeah, so when Jungkook say that Jin is actually very masculine, he is right. Yeah, this is so man. Yeah, this is what typical men do. Yeah, especially if they are 40, just ask them how to handle my emotion. Generally, they're gonna say just ignore it. Yeah, just ignore it, bury it. Yeah, it's gonna fade away in time. That's how they handle things, and that's why women live longer than men. What type of career? Okay. Just one question. Yeah. If you give me two questions, I'm gonna pick one. I already picked one. Okay, so I'm gonna mark this as read. Thank you so much, WHK. Reading on Team Boom. What was the army reaction to it? Whether they love it or they just report it? Do it again, do it again. Do you think it's easy to redo it? What's the purpose of me redoing it? You just watch that. Why you all want me to redo my own readings? Oh, come on. No. I'm just gonna read about Jin's album. What was the army reaction to it? Whether they love it or just support it. Okay, what fans actually feel about Jin's album? So what ARMY thinks about Jin's new album? Did they really love it, or because it was Jin? Yeah. So this is a three different group of armies. Yeah, not all of them. Yeah, not the feeling of the general army, but there are three groups of armies. Okay. Group 1 is Queen of Pentacles. Okay, what I get from here is that some army buys it because they genuinely want to support Jin. Yeah, they're very happy. It's like a mom. Yeah, your mom saw you finally publish your album, and she want to support you by buying your album because she loves you. Yeah, I love you. I want you to keep going. It's a deep love. It's a very deep love that this group of army has for Jin, and so they want Jin to keep going. Yeah, don't Jin, keep going. Whatever you do, I'm gonna support you. Okay, I'm tearing up, guys. You guys are so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Yeah. So it's like money doesn't matter. I just want to support Jin because I love him deeply. Yeah. I want him to keep going. It's like your mom's love to you, that your mom wants to support you. Yeah. And then there's a group of army who feels 5 of Cups. Why? Why? I'm gonna come after you later. What the heck is this? Okay, and then there's a group of army who's King of Swords. It's like critical being judgmental? I don't know. It's very beautiful energy, but this too is kind of weird, right? Okay, I'm gonna clarify this energy. This King of Swords is about Two of Pentacles. Three of Coin, Two of Coin, Three of Coin, King of Swords. And this is not toxic fans, yeah. This is a group of people who are like song critical, yeah, song, music enthusiasts, something like that. And this is also BTS fans, yeah. This is ARMY, yeah, and they are like judging Jin's album as if they are music critical, yeah, and I think they have a nice opinion about it. Yeah, it's about like I do think this kind of people are thinking that his album is okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, it's well designed, well prepared. Yeah, but I think it's not the best. Yeah, so that is the opinion because there's these Two of Coins here. Yeah, so yeah, they're just being honest. Yeah, look, King of Swords, they're just being honest with their opinion. Let's see this Five of Cups. What is this about? Explanation for this Five of Cups, Empress, Nine of Cups, and the Sun. Alright, so the card is Five of Cups, but the clarification is very positive. So this seems to me like people who love to hear mellow music. I haven't heard Jin's music yet, yeah. So I don't know, is it sad or happy? I don't know, but it seems to me like people who listen to a heartbreaking song, but they love it so much. It makes them happy, yeah. This song is about heartbreak, about the death of my cat, but I'm so happy to listen to it because it makes me sad. It's something like that. Come on, look how positive these cards are. Yeah, to just find these Five of Cups. Alright, the timer is 1 hour 4 minutes. I need to stop here because I'm starting to feeling tired. I don't want you to feel tired also just by watching my video because I feel tired. Thank you so much for watching, and to those who watch the ads, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But all in all, I'm so grateful that you are here commenting in my video, whether you're the immature fans or you're the funny fans, the fun army, yeah, that I love to chat with. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this content, and happy birthday, Jin. We are ending this Jincember in this video, and I need to cut my hair right now because so messy. Alright, okay, I'll see you again on my next video. Bye bye.